Good morning, everyone. I'm Curtis J. We have some breaking news in KCK. Firefighters on the scene of a warehouse fire at 3416 Strong Avenue. Here's a live look from Sky Tracker where you will see the smoke just filling the sky, and Captain Greg is with us to tell us what he's seeing. Captain.
All right, Curtis, just coming over the scene here about 10 minutes ago, and you can see this building in the heart of the Armourdale district of KCK. Now, it's going to be on the south side of KCK, south of the river, just a little bit east of 635. You see as Tom pushes in, this building completely involved. Now, it looks like it's a vacant building. Does not seem to be that there's any operations in there. We looked at the front of it earlier. It is the Depew building, probably some sort of an industrial building that goes back some time. This Armourdale section of KCK, a fairly industrial area. You can kind of see the sign right there. KCK firefighters working diligently on this. The entire building, this warehouse-type building, fully involved. Very smoky, the smoke blowing up towards KCK proper. It's coming out of the southwest. A very, very smoky fire, and a lot of fire involved in that. And the area, obviously, Curtis, kind of cordoned off. Like you mentioned, this is the 3400 block of Strong, just a little bit north of Metropolitan. Down in this section of KCK. This will be going on, I'm sure, for a couple of hours, and certainly a lot of cleanup in this area once they get this under control. Curtis.
Yeah, Captain, so this is at 3416 Strong in KCK, what is considered the old Argentine neighborhood. We are hearing reports, Captain, that there are some businesses right next to this fire, a tax preparation company, some other ones. There's also some homes just north of that building. Can you tell us, or does it look like it's spreading? Does it appear as if this fire is getting any closer to those businesses?
I think what the fire department is mostly trying to do, understanding that this building will be a complete loss, is trying to keep it from spreading. The buildings on the east side may be the more susceptible today. You can see on the left side of the screen that, I believe, is 35th Street. And so not too much of a threat there. Winds blowing out of the southwest, so sort of to the back side of those buildings. We're not sure if it's actually spread. I'm sure there's a firewall there, Curtis, but a lot of fire coming out of this. Like I said, the entire building completely involved. Not sure the origin of this, how it started, but it does seem like the fire got going fairly quickly. We'll see how that develops, Curtis. Hopefully the winds won't increase too much. I imagine the winds could be a problem for the fire department as they continue to battle this.
Absolutely. Let's hope that's the case. Captain, just stand by, and we'll get more information from you as soon as you get it. Can you imagine, though, in the heat that we're experiencing today? It's 85 degrees right now, and the heat index could be like 100 degrees. So those firefighters are out there. They're fighting this fire in this hot temperature. So Brett Anthony is standing by to tell us what it's like outside. Brett.
Hey, Curtis, right now it's 85 degrees outside at downtown Kansas City, so in that Armourdale area. Well, it's 83 at KCI, but when we factor in, as you mentioned, the humidity, suddenly it feels like 92. Now, consider this as we go back to Sky Tracker here. Those firefighters are working in the sun. So, okay, so now it feels like it's 92 with the humidity. When you're working vigorously outside, you can raise that temperature another 10 to 15 degrees. So to them, it feels like it's about 102 to 107, and maybe even warmer, considering they're wearing those heavy jackets. You have to consider the firefighters wear these heavy jackets, and you can see most of those are out in the sun right now, even though they're putting down water. So it's a very hot conditions to be working in. And given this, and the fact that my brother's a fire chief in Kentucky, has told me that at times you will sweat 2 liters of water out of your body in a vigorous working fire condition like this. So replenishing and staying cool, one of the biggest factors that they'll need to do, and you'll see after this is over that a lot of firefighters will pour the water down the backs of their necks. That's a hot point on your body, and it can quickly cool the core temperatures of your body by pouring cold water down the back of your neck. So you'll probably see that happen once this fire's out. But as you can see, the southwest winds are continuing to push that smoke downstream, and it will likely aid and fuel that fire just a little bit. We'll have more on this coming up later on today. Curtis?
All righty, Brett, and just a recap of what's happening. Breaking news right here. You're looking at 3416 Strong Avenue in KCK, and this is considered the old Argentine neighborhood. A vacant building on fire. Firefighters on the scene for the past 30 minutes, making sure that it doesn't spread to nearby businesses. Just north of this place are also homes. We are following this story, and you can also follow it on NBCActionNews.com. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Have a good one.